Challenge is officially beginning. It is 7:30. You have 1 hour to prepare your space for the day. You have those 3 bags. I encourage you to drink water, stay hydrated.
You're not my mom.
What? Oh, okay. Okay, and there you go. Survive.
Survivors,
Definitely.
as you're building your shelter, you also have to consider where your next meal is going to come from. So we have our first challenge. Here we have 2 fishing poles,
Already?
worms, and a very lively river full of fish. If any of you can successfully catch a fish, doesn't matter the size, if you successfully catch a fish, you have earned yourself a really good breakfast.
But Mom,
I'll go fish.
I'll go
No, I
fish.
think I'm the best at fishing in this
Well,
group.
you're kind of sitting there. We know the
Yeah,
what
but
you're doing.
only the winner gets the fish.
Yeah.
Get food. Yeah, but I'll share with you guys.
Okay, that's not how it works.
You're
Part of their strategy, if you feel like you want to share the food as a gesture of goodwill towards your teammates, you can do that. Or if you decide that you'd rather have the advantage of having the energy and the full belly while your teammates do not, that is also your decision to make.
So right now, I am here, and I was catching fish to get some food for the fish challenge. Also, trying to look for the immunity idol.
Make sure that it's even with the rest of the stuff.
Kaya, you need to help me with my hook.
I think it's too early to make a. It's too early in the game to say for sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna try to separate myself, but I'm not gonna try to be too friendly.
I don't have a strategy. I'm too tired for that. But also, like, the real tea is that Kaya is not putting in the effort he needs to.
This is your first order of business. You have established shelter for the day. How are you feeling about the success of your first mission?
Pretty good.
I mean, our shelter kind of sucks. And they're definitely talking about me down there.
Yeah, well, I think I got my bamboo stick.
No, it's fine.
No, 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 no,
It's
no,
fine
no,
if it's
no,
a little
no,
uneven.
no, 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 no.
So just pull that back a little bit. Like,
I mean, it wasn't
I'll
in
help with this.
Survivor tape to do nothing and just lay there. So.
Why were you wrapping it?
I wasn't wrapping it.
Then why is why is so much of it wrapped around the fishing rod?
Well, I don't know.
It's a lot further over.
So
How did the shelter building go?
good, but for a lot of the time, Kai was just sitting there doing his fishing rod.
Ellie's rough
Didn't go very far.
as a nice.
Come over here and unhook this rope a little bit. There you go.
Kaya in his video to apply for Survivor. He said he can just lay around and do nothing for a while. Well, he's not laying down, but he's really doing nothing because he wouldn't help Alice, he wouldn't respond to us, and I'm out of breath because I just ran up that goddamn hill.
Okay, we're about to begin our official first immunity challenge. Whoever wins this challenge will have immunity when we go to our first elimination tribal council. However, before we begin, I want you to all promise each other that this is just a game and you won't be mad. You're playing the game, but you still love each other. Okay, when the game's over, we're gonna be excited for each other, right?
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
go.
Promise that we're not gonna get mad. Bam.
Okay, let me explain the rules of our very first elimination challenge. You're going to start right here. You will run down that hill, swim out to the turtle, grab the very first bandana you can, untie it. From there, you will get back onto shore. You will grab one of your pennies, put the penny over your head. It must be on your body. It must be secure, okay? You can't hold it. It has to be on your body. You will then run with your penny and keeping that bandana, which you're going to use later. You're going to come grab a log. You will grab a log and you will, at that tree, then bring that log all the way up here and securely put the log back in the log pile. If it falls off, you have to stop and put it back on, okay? Then you will come right here to that tree, tie your bandana. The first person to successfully tie their bandana onto that tree wins the very first immunity challenge and will receive the immunity idol.
Go!
And it looks as though Edwin is the first one to reach the bandana turtle. And if he keeps up this pace, he will already be out of the water before the last bandana is even taken. Allie's coming in pretty close right behind him. He's got a nice lead on everyone else. He's gonna go grab his penny, make sure it fits securely over his hat, and there he goes.
You had to go around the other side of the tree. No, do it. Come back. Come back. You went the wrong way. That way around the tree. Not that way around the tree.
And in the back. Remember, guys, there is no immunity for second, third, fourth, or fifth, so you're going to want to pick up the pace. Okay, well, for our first challenge, we had a clear physical winner. Edwin, congratulations. You win the immunity idol. You cannot be eliminated at our very first elimination tribal council. So I'm going to give that guy to you. You will be in possession of him until someone wins it at our next challenge. Kaya, how did you feel about that game? Okay, Ellie says you ran her with the log. What's your feeling?
I made a mistake. I ran the wrong way. I was running down the hill, and Ellie just was accidentally there. She ran into my course, so
You ran into my course?
I would like to also state Ellie tried to cheat at the very end there. So
Ellie, what would you explain that a little bit more for me? I'm interested. What do you mean she tried to cheat?
she did pull my bandana when I was trying to tie it on the tree,
Okay.
so I could not tie it.
Okay? How do you
She
guys
was getting
feel?
desperate.
I mean, knowing that you have a teammate who might be cheating, how are you going to change your game? How's it going to affect y'all's strategy?
It's probably
Yeah, whatever, man. It's not like I won for
What's so
cheating.
special about $100?
Okay,
It's
well,
$100.
there's $100 on the line. Go ahead, catch your breath, dry off, and we will see you soon at our very first tribal council.
I have a rant about TJ. Like, earlier today, she was like, Kaya, it's gonna hurt your social if you just sit there and don't help Alice with the fishing. It's like, yeah, because, you know, your social is so good when you're just sitting there complaining at everyone. Now I'm actually kind of glad that we're voting out TJ first in the alliance.
Who are you in alliance with?
Mainly Edwin, but also Ellie and Dallas.
And what is the strategy with that?
Well, me and Edwin are trying to get to the final two together.
So you and him have a plan to do what?
We have a plan to get out everyone except us.
Okay, starting with
TJ.
always kind of the plan to get Kaya out first, but I think now we might have Edwin locked in there as well.
What about your alliances?
I don't trust anybody because trusting people is something a weak person does.
So are you going to honor any of the alliances that you've made?
I mean, probably, but also, like, I'm not expecting anyone to honor their alliances. Because I'm in about 3 right now.
3 different alliances?
Yes.
Can you tell me about them?
Well, last week Kaya and Edwin approached me and made an alliance to get Ellie out first, but it's appeared that the plans may change because I'm in an alliance with Ellie as well. And our plan is to get everyone else voted out first and then go to the final 2 and see how it goes. See who votes who. But then also Alice is in an alliance with me to get out Kaya. So, and I want to get out Kaya, and Ellie wants to get out Kaya. All we gotta get is Edwin.
Me and TJ were talking that we're gonna vote out Kaya.
Me and Ellie are in an alliance with them, and we're gonna vote out TJ first.
So far, what I've been seeing is everybody's doing their own part, but Ellie and TJ mostly, not Alice. Alice is just happy to be here. But Ellie and TJ seem to be getting a little grumped out by Kaya for not helping Alice a little bit during the fishing. So I think there might be something happening there. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see what happens.
Made it to your first tribal council. It's time for the initial test of those alliances that were made weeks ago, moments ago. We're going to find out. All of you have already told us a bit about what your strategies are, and some of you have given us some insight into your alliances. I'm interested to see how this alliances last this first round. Does anyone have any predictions they'd like to share? Ellie, any predictions for how this first tribal council is going to go?
That will expose me.
Okay. Anyone else have any predictions?
Nope.
How they think this is going to run?
Someone will get voted out.
Smoothly.
Whoever's gonna get voted out, they won't know what's coming.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Kaya. Going into this, you said you didn't have a lot of strategies and you weren't going to focus too much on your social game. Are you regretting that decision right now as we go into our first council?
No.
Okay. TJ,
Yeah.
you told us you didn't think anyone could be trusted. Can you be trusted?
No.
Okay. Edwin, you're safe this first round.
I
But
am.
you know, you're probably not going to be safe at any other tribal council unless you have that immunity idol in your hand. How is this going to change? How do you think knowing that you have a big bullet, a big target on your chest. How are you adjusting your game to make it so that you can outlast? How do you outplay people who are gunning for you?
I win every challenge.
So your strategy is to just keep that immunity idle.
Yes.
Okay. Alice, you're the smallest, the youngest, and the least experienced. How are you going to play a game when you have all of these extra challenges that your teammates don't?
I know I have an advantage because I actually run around and play a lot, so
Okay, so you think
I'm able to have a lot of energy.
Just
we don't
no,
work
you
enough?
No, I have a lot of energy because I go around with my friends
okay.
a lot,
So you think you can outlast
so I
your
can
friends?
outlast and outrun and outswim.
Okay. So Edwin thinks he's going to outplay. You think you're going to outlast. Who thinks they're going to outwit? Kaya. You think your strategy is to outwit everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Edwin, I need you to give me that immunity idol.
Give it to you.
Give it to me. Edwin does have immunity in this challenge. Do not vote for him. Any votes cast for Edwin won't matter. Edwin, since you have immunity, we're going to let you be the first vote cast in Survivor, Roughneck River. You may go up there and cast your vote. Okay. Well, now we know, gonna find out for sure how those first round of alliances actually played out. And we're about to discover who the first person to leave Roughneck River Survivor. Let's count the votes. First vote, TJ. Second vote, Kaya. Next vote, TJ. Next vote, Kaya. 2 votes Kaya, 2 votes TJ. First person voted out of Roughneck River Survivor, Kaya.
I just want to say, y'all are traitors.
We are.
I really fooled you there.
We were giving you it. We were doing.
Kaya, you played a good game. You are now welcome to go enjoy some breakfast, some air conditioning, and any electronic device. The first person voted off of tribal council, but also the first person voted onto the jury. Edwin, how do you feel about being the only guy left on the tribe now?
Feel like I need to win.
Okay. Girls, did this first round go the way you expected?
Yes.
Yes.
Is anyone also feeling betrayed right now? TJ, you had 2 votes. That's 2 people who wanted to see you leave the island. Do you think you know who it was?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
Okay. Do we feel like the alliances we struck still stand?
Yes.
Or has new
Except for-
information been revealed?
No.
You do not believe the alliances you struck still stand?
Yes, I do.
I
Okay.
do.
Well, you're 2
hours in to Survivor Island. I encourage you to go back to your shelter, continue to fish, try to get some food for yourself. The sun will be coming out now. It's about 10 o'clock. It's gonna start getting hot. You're gonna get thirsty, hungry, maybe a little itchy. Let's see how those tempers and attitudes start to change as we head into our next immunity challenge. Good luck, survivors.
Sorry, this is gonna happen.
So how are you feeling right now?
Mainly betrayed.
Okay. By who?
I feel like the traitor is probably Ellie and Alice, because me and Edwin had a deal that we were gonna go to the final 2 together, and I think he stuck to his word. Cause we thought we were in an alliance with Alice and Ellie, and we were all gonna get TJ. But apparently, they wanted to vote me out for some reason.
How's this going to affect your decision, on the jury later?
I'm probably gonna go Edwin just because he didn't betray me.
Okay.
You know what you gotta do? Go
What?
take a shower.